we go to an important part today, that is e-commerce. Now, e-commerce means commercial transaction conducted over a network using computers and telecommunication. Now, this is very in trend now. Due to this COVID-19, everything is happening online, from purchasing to buying, everything online, teaching, everything online. Correct? So e-commerce has a very important role. So this time you can expect good number of questions from here. So e-commerce is business transaction conducted using networks, and telecommunication means phone and everything. E-commerce means commercial transaction in which an order is placed electronically and goods or service are delivered in tangible or electronic form. Both tangible form and electronic form. Like what we are doing is service. You all are booking the lectures and we are giving you the lectures. Means we are sending you the link. Then with that link you are under the service. Now here they also say like with DMart app is there. You book your goods and goods are given to you in tangible form. So this is e-commerce. But people usually use e-commerce and e-business interchangeably. But both have some difference. Let's see the difference between the traditional business and e-business. Traditional means what we go to the market, purchase and get. That is traditional business. And e-business is what we are doing electronically now. First point, formation. Yes, traditional business formation is very difficult, and this business is simple. See, as you know, lockdown was suddenly imposed on us and we all are online just within 1 day or 2 days. If all the work is being happening online, but can you set up a shop in 1 day like that? No, it takes lot of time. It is difficult. Setting up of cost is very high because you need fixed assets in traditional business. Shop you need, furniture you will need, but low in case of e-business. Operating cost high due to fixed charges and low due to fixed charges. Operating cost means the cost incurred to daily expenses. Location need. Traditional business has to be very near to the source of raw material market, but e-business can be anywhere. Physical presence is necessary in traditional business, in e-business not necessary. It is indirect through intermediaries. Directly you go to the cannot buy product, you have to have indirect contact. But e-business directly through website. Scope for going global very limited. Have to have branches here, there, so much of work is there. But e-business wide has no boundaries. See now, apart from your lectures which I am conducting regularly to you people, I have got some students from outside states also. One from Delhi, we did just a week session for maths. He wanted some 1 week math sessions, we did it. So this is very easy, as sitting in the house you can cater to the people from outside also. Nature of internal communication, hierarchical, not hierarchical. Hierarchical means who first the father is the owner and then next person will be the owner. Response time is very long in traditional business. Person will come, see, select and then. E-business immediately instant response. Personal touch, yes, which is very high in traditional business, and e-business it is low. Yeah, we are happy online, but yes, we miss you. When we are not able to see you all, that personal feeling is not coming. Yeah, though we are delivering lectures, tests, everything is happening, but that personal touch is missing. Opportunity for sampling, very wide samples you can have. E-business you have limited sample. Low due to face contract. Risk is very less in traditional business because you are going to the shop, you know what is happening, what is being provided. In e-business there is a chances of high risk, hacking, cheating, taking the money, not giving you the product. Type of staff required in traditional business is semi-skilled, but here he has to be highly skilled. He should know all computer work, then only he will be able to do his work. Business processes, it is sequential, one after the other. It is concurrent. Because of this will happen. Government support is very low for traditional business but very high for e-business. So in this form there is a question which says benefit of e-commerce over traditional business. How is e-commerce beneficial to us? over traditional commerce. I'll explain you these points and explanation are there behind also, but just go through it. Global reach. As we already see that e-commerce can be reached globally across the country, across the nation, across the world. Anywhere this business can be held. People nowadays people are buying from outside country to our country. Lot of transactions are happening, right? But traditional business have less choice of global reach, improved competitiveness and quality of service. But obvious, since you are on e-commerce, you have loads of competitions. You see now, when you buy a product, suppose you want to buy a mobile, just type and you will get the comparative list. Competition is very high. Mass customization, personalized products and services. Yes, there is huge customizations. You don't have to wait for customer to come to your office, which can be very less. But on online, you have so many customers. Shorten or eradicate supply chains. Rapid response to needs. Yes. In case of traditional business, you have manufacturer, then dealer, then sub dealer, and then coming to the shops and then to the customers. In e-commerce, there is nothing like that. The manufacturer himself can start his e-portal and sell his products, so that supply chain is eradicated. Substantial savings and reductions. You save a lot in case of e-commerce. Since you are operating from your house, you do not need place for rent. You do not need to pay any extra amount for rent or any other purpose. So expenses can be little lesser. It's novel business opportunity, new products and services. Yes, it's very easy to launch new product on online. Not much like offline. Convenient, yes. E-commerce people find it more convenient because sitting at the house at any time you are able to order whatever you want. You are able to see. Paperless society. Everything is in electronic form. Bill, electronic form. Money, electronic form. Speed is very fast and investment is much lesser in e-commerce as compared to traditional commerce. So we say that e-commerce is more beneficial in comparison to traditional commerce. Now all the points here are explained one by one. You can go through it. Some points I may read for you. Second point I read for you. Improved competitiveness. Yes, electronic business enables suppliers to improve the competition by becoming closer to the customer. As simple example, many companies are employing electronic commerce technology to offer improved levels of pre and post sales support. Pre means before selling, they provide you so many details. Post, after you get the product, they keep in touch with you. How is the product? Are you happy? Is any problem? Do you need any assistance? So this is how they come closer to the people, customer. Same guidance on product use and rapid response, etc. Mass customization, personal products. Yes, with electronic interaction, suppliers are able to gather detailed information on the needs of each individual customers. Yes, you can get what people want accordingly. One simple example is one online magazine. See, there are different types of magazines. There are magazines for males, there are magazines for females, there are magazines for electronics, there is magazines for product. There are n number of magazines available as per the customer's need. So this is one of the best example for personalized product. Shorten or erratic supply, that I told you, less number of people in the middle, retailer, wholesaler and all that. Savings, how you can reduce because transaction cost becomes less, that also not an issue. Novel business opportunity, because example I'll read for you. Example include network supply and support services. Contact services, that is establishing initial contact between potential customers and potential suppliers. And many kinds of online information services. Convenience, yes, 24 hours, 7 days a week and 365 days in a year you can have easily access. But traditional business are not that. You cannot have that. You have limited time. for the opening of shop and closing of shop. Paperless society, you already being told about it. Speed, yes, e-business substantially reduces the cycle time. It is very quick, do not have to wait much, and lower investment. There are different terms which come in the exams: e-advertising, e-marketing, e-tailing, e-security. First of all, e-tailing. E-tailing means selling goods in retail on the internet. It is short form of electronic retailing. It represents business to consumer, B2C side of e-commerce. Amazon, Flipkart and all that comes under e-tailing. Here see, usually in the exam only definition comes. These advantages are not so important, but still read through so that in case if you want to expand your answer for more, you can write these. E-tailing provide access to consumer all over the world, which helps to increase the sale. Easy and inexpensive to start e-tailing. E-tailing is nothing but electronic retailing. Retail sales using electronic form. Overheads in e-tailing are lower than that in brick and mortar stores. Same dukan shop is called as mortar store, brick and mortar store. And e-tailer can get valuable insight into the spending habits and shopping behavior of consumer. E-advertising, now you know everything is electronic advertising. WhatsApp, Facebook marketing, Instagram marketing, hyperlink, everything is happening through internet. Web advertising, people have websites. On that there is so much of advertisement done. Now your school also have conduct so many webinars, so many programs, which is all on electronic. Advertising agencies prepare the advertising copy and then server technological deliver it and tracks the data. E-advertising provides a hyperlink that redirects to the company's website. Yes, you have seen, even what I have done is so many advertisement I have given, and on that I have written for more detail contact on website. So there when they contact on website, they can see the entire feature of our class. Similarly, all business do that part. There are two types of e-advertising: web banner advertising and AdSense advertising. This also is for you just to go through, not much comes in the exam about it. Under it, the background of the website is changed according to the chosen promotion. It is most popular and it is of two kinds: pop-up, a new screen opens itself when the website is clicked, and floating, moves the screen providing the user the option to click on it. You see now, when you are browsing through net, suddenly some messages pop up, they come in the middle and you have to, when you click, you get the entire detail. That is pop-up advertising. AdSense, major search engines such as Google are used for promotion. When a search is entered, first 3 links appears. Last is e-marketing or electronic marketing, the process of marketing a product and services on the internet via different means, which we call as digital marketing. Like now we are doing Facebook status, Instagram stories, Facebook stories. All this is e-marketing. We are just advertising our product with the help of electronical medias, and its type is article marketing, video marketing, email marketing, blogging. Yes, you all are aware of blogs and vlogs nowadays. Emails, lot of information are being shared to the people through emails. Lot of marketing done through emails also. And the most important part, e-security. Security nationals, you have seen when you for banking, whenever you start your banking transaction, you have to pay. They ask for a code, you enter and they give you one number, which is when you enter that number, you are able to do that transaction. Otherwise you are not able to do, because you have to save yourself from the different risks like fraud, hacking, phishing, used to protect. And now if you have read newspaper little a while, they were talking about this Zoom app which does not have end-to-end encryption. अब ये end-to-end encryption word आपने और भी कहीं देखा है, that is in WhatsApp. When you open your WhatsApp messages, in the beginning they write these messages are end-to-end encryption. It means that these messages are totally secured. Nobody will be able to take your messages, nobody will be able to read your messages. So the data is secure and it is very challenging. Now this comes the most important part of the chapter, ERP, that is Enterprise Resource Planning. This question every year comes in the exams. There are 7 points in it, 6 to 7 points. They sometimes ask each point for short notes for 2.5 marks, 2.5 marks, or sometimes they ask you to write just 5 modules. These are called as modules. Also, learn one module per day. Very important. First, human resource module. Human resource module helps the HR team in efficient management of human resources. It helps to manage employees, track records, performance, everything about humans. Suppose if you are working in a company, they know what work you have done, when you have done, did you join in a company, what was the target given to you, how much did you achieve, what time do you come to office, what time do you leave. All this is done by HR person. What salary they are paying to you, how much increment they have done. So this module is very important. This was earlier done manually. Now it is all electronic. You see that machine is come, you press what time you came, what time you go. Simple. Tracking, total tracking of humans. Inventory means stock. Now you have to know what type of stock you have, how much stock you have. So for that you need to know how much sales is being done, how much purchase is being done, how much production is being done. All this earlier was done manually. Now a sales module is there in which you just put so much production was there, so much sales were there, and it gets done. If see, simple for this, you can see when you go to buy medicine, and when you ask that chemist is not able to find the medicine, what he does, he puts on the computer the name of the medicine, and it shows how many tablets are there, yeah, how many packets of that medicines are there. So this is what, with the help of inventory module. In that, they already, when new stock comes, they feed in, and as people sell, they generate bills. When they generate bills, it automatically affects the inventory, means stock. They show this was purchased, this much was sold, and this much is left in the stock. Next is sales module. Typical sales promotion like making of bills, invoice, taxation, shipping of material. CRM module can take help of sale module for future opportunity creation and lead generation. CRM, I will let you know what it is. Purchase module, same, they all are complementary to each other. Now you have to know who are your suppliers, what products you have ordered from which supplier, how much discount they have given, what credit facility they have given. Everything about the supplier is being mentioned on that module, and when you mention it, to take decision next time becomes very easy. With that module, we get to know when was the last raw material purchased, how much stock was converted, how much sales being done, and do you really need more to purchase. So that is tracking the purchase item. Preparing GRNs, that is good receipt notes. Updating stocks, means purchase module is always integrated with inventory module, production module, and even sales module. Next one is finance and accounting module. This is all related to banking. Banking in the sense balance sheet, which you have done last year to find out what are the expenses, incomes, ledgers, journal, tax management, etc. The major part of this ERP. Any financial data is required for running business is available in one click in this finance module. Just know what was it, how much it is, and how it can be used, where money was used, when it came, how much is debited, total banking transactions are there in this module. CRM comes here, that is customer relationship management. When you call for this mobile and all, they ask you what is your date of birth and what and all that. In that, if you ever ask when you had called last, they will tell you when was the last call received, or when was the last call you have done to the customer care. Means total information about the customer is done. What product he has taken, how much time did he use, how many times did he face problem. Total information about that you will get it. So it helps to boost the sales. I know one of my customer buys every year the same product to me, but this year is not bought. So what can be the reason? From this CRM module, you get to know, okay, this customer has not ordered the goods this time. So is there any problem? Immediately you can call them and find out why this time you have not ordered our goods or our product. This helps in maintaining good relationship, finding out what has happened, communication history, details of purchase made by customer, everything will come under this. Engineering and production module. Production module is of great help for manufacturing industry. This module consists of functionalities like product planning, machine scheduling, raw material usage, daily production tracks, and actual production reporting. Now in engineering or production module, it basically means ki what production you have done. So again, it will be related to your raw material and purchase and sales. At the same time, here the major work done is, after knowing the raw material, you should know whether the machine is free or no. In what machine what product is done, how much raw material, where it is sent, on which machines. It's a big work. Simple example, if I tell you, if I have to schedule your lectures, I should know the teacher's availability. I will tell you 4 to 5 English, but teacher is not there. So how will I? So I should know that time of the teacher to allocate you a lecture. Similarly, I should know about the machinery, whether machine is free or no, so that I can transport new raw materials to them for making new products to them. At the same time, I can even know last when this machine had stopped working. ओवरडोज नहीं होना चाहिए मशीन पर, ओवरलोड होगा तो मशीन खराब होगा. To total planning, we need this module. And the last is SCM, that is supply chain management. Yes, this is again important one. ये ही एग्जाम में बहुत बार आया है. SCM और SRM they mention and ask you to write for 2.5 marks. See, it manages the flow of product items from manufacturer to customer and customer to manufacturer. Common roles involved for the manufacturer. एक manufacturer क्या क्या करते हैं? He's a super stockist. He knows the distribution. He knows the retailers. He knows about distributors. It involved about demand and supply management. How much of this good is in demand and how much is being supplied every time. Here this module will help the production department to decide about its production, the purchase department to find out about raw materials, and accordingly sales and marketing can be planned. With this modules help you to totally management of supply, from production to distribution to everything. Then he says it also sales return. Yes, there are so many times we sell and return is come. So what is to be done for that? So this, and it has to be supplied. So we have to know how the transportation cost will be. From what mode of transport we will sell this product. Today many firms face challenge in their process automation. ERP is a great help. Here the conclusion of all the problems of business, if you know these modules properly, can be solved. So he says ERP can efficiently streamline the business operation of organization. Above introduction of modules can help you to choose and customize the ERP modules depending on your organization's requirement. See, here there are 8 modules given. You do not need all 8. No, every company do not need all 8. According to the type of work, they can select the modules and accordingly there can be plans. Suppose now for our classes industry, we don't need SCM. Where are we transporting kids? No, we are not transporting anyone anywhere. No, so we don't need that. We don't purchase raw materials, but we need a staff control management. So there will be which module? Staff module, timetable module, just little modification of the words and automatically you will get your business into a streamlined way. So from this chapter only terms and this 8 points are very important. Thank you.